story time. Because it's almost Valentine's Day, we are going to do a Valentine themed story time called Hugs and Kisses, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. But before we get to all that fun, I want you to stand up and let's sing our hello song together, okay?
Hello, hello.
Hi!
Can you clap your hands? Hello, hello.
Hello!
Can you clap your hands? Can you stretch up high? Can you touch your toes? Can you turn around? Can you say hello?
Hello!
Hello,
Hi.
hello. Can you stamp your feet? Hello, hello.
Hello!
Can you stamp your feet? Can you stretch up high? Can you touch your toes? Can you turn around? Can you say hello?
Hello!
Hello, hello.
Hi!
Can you clap your hands? Hello, hello. Can you stamp your feet?
Good job! Well, like I said, today's story time is going to be all about hugs and kisses and Valentine fun. But first, let's go ahead and learn how to say the word love in 2 different languages. We use both Spanish and American Sign Language. First, in American Sign Language, to say the word love is very easy. I'm sure some of you guys already know it. You simply cross your hands over your chest like this. This is love in American Sign Language. Good job. In Spanish, the word love is amor. Can you guys say that? Amor. Good job. Now, before we get to our first story, we are going to get some of those wiggles out and we are going to do a fun rhyme together. So stay standing up and do what I do, okay? Valentine, Valentine, run in place. Valentine, Valentine, touch your face. Valentine, Valentine, turn around. Valentine, Valentine, touch the ground. Valentine, Valentine, jump and hop. Valentine, Valentine, time to stop. Valentine, Valentine, pat your knees. Valentine, Valentine, sit down, please. You want to do it one more time before we get to our story? Okay. Valentine, Valentine, run in place. Valentine, Valentine, touch your face. Valentine, Valentine, turn around. Valentine, Valentine, touch the ground. Valentine, Valentine, jump and hop. Valentine, Valentine, time to stop. Valentine, Valentine, pat your knees. Valentine, Valentine, sit down, please. Good job. Let's get on to our first story. For our first story, we are going to read Pete the Cat, Valentine's Day is Cool. I personally love the Pete the Cat stories, so I know this is going to be a good story. I meow you. It was the day before Valentine's Day, and Pete was riding his skateboard home when he saw his friend Callie. She was holding a big red heart that said, love. Have you finished your Valentine's Day cards? Asked Callie. No, Valentine's Day is not cool, Pete said. Oh, Pete, Valentine's Day is my favorite holiday. It's a day to tell people how special they are to you, Callie insisted. Pete skated on, but something in the back of his mind told him that Callie might be right. Do you think Callie is right? Guess we have to read on to see. By the time Pete got home, he had decided that Callie was right about Valentine's Day. So he got out his pencils, paper, crayons, and markers and sat down at the kitchen table. First, Pete started to work on a card for his friend Larry. Pete made several cards with big red hearts, but he was not happy with his work. Pete wanted to make the perfect cards for every cat in his class. "I'll never get all these cards done in time," Pete told his mom. Pete's mom smiled. "Just do your best," she said. "Just tell Larry why he is cool. There's something cool about every cat." So Pete got back to work. He thought hard about what was cool about Larry. To Larry, Happy Valentine's Day from Pete. And look, what kind of ball did he draw on the card? A football. Very good. Perfect, said Pete. After that, it didn't take Pete long to make cards for all the boys. To Josh with a soccer ball, good job. To Trey with a guitar. To Rob with a car. And to John with piano keys. Then Pete made special cards for all the girls and wrote "Love Pete" on each one. And of course, he made the biggest heart-shaped card for his mom. The next day, Pete and Callie waited for the bus together. "I decided you were right. Valentine's Day is cool." "That's awesome," Callie said. "By the way, I'm having a Valentine's Day party at my house after school if you want to come." The bus pulled up then, and Pete and Callie got on. Mr. Ted, the bus driver, smiled and said good morning. But as soon as they were in their seats, Pete put his head in his paws. "What's wrong?" Callie asked. "I forgot to make a card for Mr. Ted," he cried. Then Pete thought, "But I can make him an awesome card before we get to school." Pete pulled out a piece of paper and colored pencils from his backpack. He began to draw. "Happy Valentine's Day! Thanks for picking us up every day for school," Pete and Callie said as they handed Mr. Ted his Valentine. "Look, they drew a school bus on it." "Thank you," Mr. Ted told him. "You just made my day." "What about Mrs. Gold, the crossing guard? We need to make her a Valentine too," Pete practically shouted. "Let's do it," Callie said. "Let's make Valentines for everyone." Pete and Callie got super busy making cards for everyone. To Miss Gold, they showed her shopping cards. Happy Valentine's Day to the police, Happy Valentine's Day to the firemen, and Happy Valentine's Day to the librarian. After school, Pete went to Callie's party. He rang the bell, but then he froze. Callie opened the door only to find her friend in panic. "Oh no, what's wrong with Pete now?" "What's wrong, Pete?" "I forgot something very important," Pete admitted. "What?" Callie said. "I just realized I forgot to make a card for you," Pete said. "That's okay, Pete. Cards are just a way of showing you care. Hanging out with you, well, that's way better than any card. This is the best Valentine's Day ever." And look, they're eating cake. "And happy Valentine's Day to you too. Love, Pete." The end. Isn't Pete the cat so cool? I personally love reading the Pete the Cat stories, so yes, I think he's very cool. But because today's story time is going to be all about hugs and kisses and Valentine fun, we're going to talk about the different ways the people and animals in our lives like to kiss. First, we have grandma kisses. How do grandmas kiss? Maybe they pinch their cheeks super hard. Pinch, 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 pinch. What about fishes? How do fish kiss? Maybe they pucker their lips like this? Yeah? And what about movie stars? How do you think they kiss? Mwah, 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 mwah. And rabbits? If anyone has a rabbit, how does rabbit show you that they love them, that they love you? They wiggle their nose really hard like this. And dogs. Dogs don't really wiggle their nose, but they lick you a lot. Lick, lick, lick. Good job. You want to do this rhyme with me? Okay, so first we have grandma kisses. Can you show me how grandmas kiss again? Pinching our cheeks super, super hard. And then we have fish kisses. Can you pucker your lips like a fish? Then we have movie star kisses. Mwah, 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 mwah. Then we have rabbit kisses. And dog kisses. Good job. Now we got the kisses out of the way, let's go on to hugs. So I want you to do this rhyme with me, okay? So we're going to roar like a lion, roar! And growl like a bear, roar! Hug your friend to show them that you care. Hop like a bunny, flap like a bird, quiet as a mouse, don't say a word. You want to do it again? Okay. Roar like a lion, roar! Growl like a bear, grrr! Hug your friend to show them that you care. Hop like a bunny, flap like a bird, quiet as a mouse, don't say a word. Good job. Let's get on to our next story. For our next story, we are going to read one of my all-time favorite stories in the library. It is Nobody Hugs a Cactus by Carter Goodrich. This is so sweet, and I hope you love it as much as I love it. Hank lived in a pot. The pot sat in a window. The window looked out at the empty desert. It was hot, dry, peaceful, and quiet. Just the way Hank liked it. There he is. But every now and then, somebody would interrupt Hank's peace and quiet. "Hi, Hank," Rosie the tumbleweed called out. "Isn't it a beautiful day?" Hank ignored her. He just wanted to be left alone. That's Rosie. Hank is not happy about Rosie's interruption. "Okay, so long," said Rosie cheerfully, and she tumbled away. Hank was happy again. But just as he was beginning to relax, "Hello!" shouted the tortoise. "Private property," yelled Hank. "Keep out." The tortoise was so frightened that he hid in his shell. Poor tortoise. Hank is over here, not being very happy. Cactus. Hank was still yelling at the tortoise when a jackrabbit dashed by. "Hiya, Prickles," she shouted. "My name isn't Prickles," Hank yelled back, "and stay out of my yard." Hank is getting angrier and angrier, isn't he? Tumbleweeds, tortoises, jackrabbits. What's next? Asked Hank. Excuse me. A coyote came loping by. "No dogs allowed," Hank yelled. "I'm not a dog," said the coyote, "and you are as prickly on the inside as you are on the outside." Wow, Hank really is not being very nice, is he? Before Hank could yell back at the coyote, a cowboy strode past. "Keep off the grass," shouted Hank. "What grass?" said the cowboy. "Seems to me somebody needs a hug." "Too bad nobody hugs a cactus." said Lizard. Who invited you, said Hank. And just in case you're wondering, I don't want a hug. That's good, said the Lizard, because I don't want to give you one. Then he skittered away. An owl landed on the roof. If you're looking for a hug, said Hank, well, I guess I could give you one. Who, me? Said the owl. You must be joking. And for the first time, Hank began to feel a little lonely. Aw, poor Hank. The next morning, Hank was feeling more sad on the inside than prickly. Maybe a hug wouldn't be so bad after all. The wind began to pick up, and an old cup blew by and stuck to Hank's face. His arms were too short to get it off. Great, said Hank. After a while, Rosie came bouncing by. I'll get it off you, Hank, she shouted, and she jumped up to knock the cup off Hank's face. Then she tumbled away. Hank didn't have time to thank Rosie. He felt bad about all the other times he had been so rude to her. So he came up with a plan. The tortoise is still there. Hank decided to grow the best flower he could and then give it to Rosie as a thank you gift. It took days, but at last it was ready. He couldn't wait for Rosie to pass by again. Pink flower. When at last she finally did come bouncing back, Hank held out the flower. Look, Rosie, he said, I grew it just for you. Aw, that's so nice of him. Say, good job, Hank. Rosie was so surprised, she jumped up and gave Hank a great big hug. It felt so nice, Hank didn't want to let go. And as things turned out, he couldn't. Rosie and Hank had become stuck together. But they didn't care. After all, it's better to be stuck in a hug than stuck all alone. And there's the tortoise going away. And Rosie and Hank. And Rosie has a flower. The end. Now it's time to practice our counting. I have some Valentines here that were mailed to me. Can you count how many Valentines that were mailed to me? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. Can you hold up 6 fingers? Just like this. Good. So we have 6 little Valentines mailed to my house. The first one says, I love you from Mouse. How many Valentines do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 little Valentines in my mailbox. This one says, Be mine from Fox. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 little Valentines full of love. This one says, You are sweet, love dove. So how many Valentines do we have left? We have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 little Valentines, all for me. This one says, be my honey from B. Now we have 1, 2. 2 little valentines nailed with care. This one says, here's a hug from Bear. Finally, my last little valentine is from my friend Jay, and it says, Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to you guys as well, and let's get on to our next story. For our last story, we are going to read all about kisses because we've already read about hugs and we read about Valentine's Day, and so now we're going to read The Biggest Kiss, written by Joanna Walsh and Judy Abbott. Here we have kisses on noses, kisses on toeses, sudden kisses when you least supposes. Who likes to kiss? I do, even the shy do. Why not try to? Frogs like kisses, and dogs like to kiss. Enormous elephants do too. Little tiny ants do. Do worms kiss underground with the soil all around? Do fish kiss like this? Splash, splash, splish. Some kisses are misses. They land on the ear or near. But kisses with lipstick stick like, oh my. A kiss with honey, a kiss that's yummy, a kiss on the elbow, a kiss on the tummy. Hang on, chemistry. The rain's kiss on your skin is fun. The snow's kiss on your face is ace. The tallest kiss is a tricky kind. The smallest kiss is hard to find. The ladybugs. Bye-bye kisses and fly-high kisses. I dry kisses and all my kisses. I wish for a kiss before breakfast to start the day right. And a kiss at the end to say good night. I've had all these kisses and lots more too. But the very best kiss, what could the very best kiss be? Is a kiss from you. How sweet. The end. Before we finish today's story time, I have one more rhyme for us. So go ahead, stand up and do what I do, okay? So I can hug, hug, hug. I can hop, hop, hop. I can kiss, kiss, kiss. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I can stop, stop, stop. I can shake my head for yes, or I can nod my head for yes. I can shake my head for no. And I can sit down very, very slow. You want to do it again? Okay. I can hug, hug, hug. I can hop, hop, hop. I can kiss, kiss, kiss. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And I can stop, stop, stop. I can nod my head for yes, and I can shake my head for no, and I can sit down very, very slow. Good job. Thank you so much for joining me for story time today. I hope you had as much fun as I did about celebrating Valentine's Day. Let's talk about what we did. Let's see. We got to talk about all kinds of different kisses and hugs, like grandma kisses and fish kisses, and how we can hug, hug, hug. We got to read stories like Pete the Cat and Nobody Hugs a Cactus, which is one of my personal favorite stories. I think we had so much fun. We even got to count Valentines from our different animal friends. But now I think it's time for us to go. So go ahead, stand up, and let's do our goodbye song together. So, I think it's time. You've got to go. So wave your elbows and wave your toes. Wave your tongue and wave your nose. Wave your knees and wave your lips. Will we kiss from your fingertips? Mwah. Wave your ears and wave your hair. Wave your hips and wave your derriere. Wave your fingers way up high and wave a hand to say goodbye. Bye everyone. I hope you have a fantastic Valentine's Day and hope to see you at the library soon. Bye.